Welcome to the Entrepreneur Show. Today is episode 15 with Kegham Moutran. He is the sales director of Beyond Development. So welcome on board, Kegham.
Hi, most welcome. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. I know
Absolutely.
We've been chit-chatting and talking about this
This has
podcast
been postponed for a while. That's
It's been
true.
postponed, but Beyond Developments is taking over the market. We're launching back to back. No
That's
time
true.
to breathe. So it's showtime.
So tell me, how are you dealing with everything that's happening right now? You guys are doing launches back to back every other month.
Correct.
How is this affecting the market and your team, of course?
Well, market-wise, I do believe, as you know, Dubai today is in a totally different level. This city will always be boosting, and investors are always hungry for the market. Numbers prove it. The demand is so high, especially in prime locations,
Absolutely.
which are started to become limited in Dubai. I mean, this city is not that old, but it's not 10 years old anymore.
That's true.
We're almost around 30, 40 years old city. So prime plots, the most important ones are, the scarcity is there.
Absolutely.
And smart investors who are really educated, today you can find information is easy to get access on. You do your study, you do your research, you can understand the market. Whatever city you are entering in the whole world, you do your study, you can understand which locations, which plot I should target, if it suits my budget, which developer to choose. So the market is very healthy. The population is increasing a lot, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
we just hit 4 million now. Yeah,
That was
true.
supposed to be not now.
That's
but
true.
Surprise,
That's
surprise.
true.
We're in Dubai, baby. So
Absolutely.
numbers are there. Yeah. So the whole world is moving to Dubai lately. I mean, not only investors, business owners, a lot of corporates are opening their business here. So what we have been seeing post-COVID in Dubai, phenomenal.
Absolutely.
And thanks to this government, basically, and the whole vision of His Highness, the way the city is being boosted and moving forward, it's an opportunity. We are blessed that in our lives, in our era, we are seeing this model of a city.
Witnessing this happen.
Correct.
That's very true.
Correct.
That's
100%.
very true.
And whoever doesn't understand the opportunity he or she has, they are losing it.
They're missing out.
As simple as that. Big
That's
time.
true. That's true.
Big time.
Okay, now Kiram, just for all the audience to understand, Beyond is a brand that is under the umbrella of Omniyat Group.
Omniyat Group, correct.
And Maritime City is the first location, or let's call destination, where Beyond is launching.
Correct.
Now, the master plan, which is owned 80% by Beyond Developments in that area, is going to consist of how many towers in total?
So Beyond Developments, we are a developer under the Omniyat Group. And when we talk about Omniyat Group, I think the projects which were delivered by Omniyat Group in the city, they stand out.
100%.
They have been doing things on a totally certain different level, with my all due respect to all the projects out in the city. Every certain developer has a beautiful quality. Everybody is doing amazing job in the city. However, Omniyat Group have been doing things on a different level.
True.
Beyond Developments was established and was born in 2023 when we started our business, 2024, sorry. And basically we are a developer under the umbrella of Omniyat Group. And we are catering basically a larger percentage of the investors. We are releasing projects which cater a wider segment in the market. I mean, in the end of the day, these projects by Omniyat Group, which is basically the other mother companies' products, they deserve that price point. But today you
100%.
have big percentage of investors. I don't have the number exactly what is the percentage of investors who enter the category we are working in. However, the larger percentage, I do believe they can cater the 3, 4, 5 million dirham deals. Yeah. And we are introducing to the city luxurious projects. We are not doing something which is copy-paste from something which is
100%.
existing. Location itself, it talks about it, waterfront. And when you say waterfront destinations in any city in the world, if that city has waterfronts, these plots on the water, on the sea, they are always under high demand.
Of course, that's how Dubai started in the first place. It was always around the port, it was always around the sea, Jumeirah 1, up until came till JBR. So they're basically just
100%.
building by the seashore the whole time.
100%. And we are located in Jumeirah 1, by the way. I mean, today, the Maritime Island is Jumeirah 1, basically.
Okay, now one of the biggest concerns that I personally have, and I would like to understand it from you, is starting 2020, sorry, starting 2024,
Yeah.
you have been launching one tower after another. Now, the
Correct.
time frame between the first and the second launch was close to 6 months. Then it went down to maybe 3 months. And now we're seeing Sensia's latest launch was literally a month and a half ago. And here we are. Tomorrow, actually, we're launching a new tower.
Correct.
How frequent is the launch going to take place? And how do you actually deal with the fact that the units are selling out within a matter of a week or two max? Even all the cancellation, everything is done within 2 weeks, and then boom, you're launching the next one.
100%. Look, we started launching in 2024 with Saria, which
Yeah.
was at the entrance of the Maritime Island. It's a totally different plot than the 10 towers, which now we are talking about. And then we launched in December, Orise, Tower B. And then January 2025, Orise Tower A. And then in March, 4 or 5, Sensia. So yeah, it's back to back. There's many reasons for that. One of the main reasons is that our management, which I pay them all respect, the whole marketing team, the development team, the management itself, they're doing an amazing job by preparing this project, and the whole sales team as well back in the office, every single one of them. We've been working very hard. We've been working and reaching out to investors and brokers to let them know what Beyond is doing. And since day one, when I joined this developer proudly, I knew it's going to be a big potential.
100%. And it's reflecting in the market. You can see it everywhere.
100%. So yes, we are launching back to back, and we will launch back to back. The demand is there.
Absolutely.
The location is, I do believe, numbers speak out of it. It's a fact today that this is one of the last waterfront destinations which is not developed in Dubai, and there is not much plots remaining in Dubai on the waterfront. So yeah, it's such a proud moment for me personally. Such a proud moment, I do believe, for all my colleagues back in the sales center. What we are presenting today to our channel partners and the bigger real estate family in Dubai is something phenomenal. The project itself is outstanding, and we can talk about it as much as you want.
No, based on what I understand as well, is that they are not going to be constructing anything in the water after these final 2 plots in Dubai, which are beachfront, that are taking place. That's why they started the project with Dubai Reef, to make sure that they're actually reviving, let's say, the marine life, making sure that the construction is done so that the marine life can get back to normal, so everything can get back to normal. So basically what they're trying to do is saying these are the final 2 plots, or let's say Maritime City is one of the final 2 plots that is still under development, which I also understand that the deadline for the entire island to be delivered is, the project timeline is 2032.
Let's see tomorrow. The mural, the new gem.
That's also being delivered in 2028.
Let's
right?
find out
End
tomorrow.
Of 2020.
Let's find out tomorrow.
Okay,
Let's find out
this.
tomorrow.
I love this. Now, what a lot of people don't really understand is, what is the definition of affordable luxury? Because luxury is a term that's been overused.
I love it.
It's been overused in the market. Everybody, we have the most luxurious product.
I love it.
No, we need to identify and to let the audience know, what is affordable luxury?
Luxury, I think it's being not only misused, the terminology, it's being abused. Whoever's got a plot of land, launching a project using the terminology of luxury, in the end of the day, luxury is felt. Luxury is all about the quality of the product. Luxury is about how many number of units you have in every floor. Luxury is about the sizes. We don't do a 1 bedroom of 500 square foot and we call it a 1 bedroom and we label it 1 bedroom in order to charge the investor the price of a 1 bedroom in that location. We don't do a 2 bedroom of 800 square foot and we label it 2 bedroom. Size, decent sizes in our projects are making a big difference. And today, when you sit with an investor and you're helping them understand, you're explaining the project, they actually love it. It's something positive about the project. So it's about the quality when it comes to luxury. It's about the number of units in every floor. We don't do 15, 20 units per floor. We're doing 7, 8, 9, 10 units maximum in every floor. Every project we are announcing on the Maritime Island is having its own architectural company behind it. Orise
Wow.
A and B
Yeah.
was architecturally designed by Nabil Ghulam, NGA.
Mm-hmm.
Sensia was architecturally designed by HBA, Hirschbender Associates.
Oh, wow.
And I can't wait to announce tomorrow who's the architect of
We're looking forward to
the
it, of
mural.
course.
These towers, which we are launching, if they had a mouth to talk, they would have told a lot. They'll speak a lot. There is a story in every tower. There is a sense of art in every tower. There's an architectural marvel being delivered, being constructed. Simply, we are not just launching identical towers. One is tall, one is shorter, one is twisted a little bit to the right, one is to the left. It's not about that. And coming to the main point, which is the luxury part of it. These towers are not stacked next to each other, yeah?
Yeah.
There's a quite good distance between them. We're talking about 31, 35, 42 meter separation. We're not creating towers which are stacked next to each other where you go to the balcony and then you look into the balcony of your neighbor.
Exactly.
And then you see
You're seeing everything
what
that's
she's
happening
cooking in
inside.
the kitchen and what he's watching on his TV.
True.
You know, privacy is luxury. So if I create more privacy in my properties, then I'm creating luxury. If I deliver larger spaces, then I'm creating luxury. If I create decent quality of delivery, then I'm creating luxury. So all these are parts. Amenities. Today, most of the towers, they've got the swimming pool, they've got the gym. But what if your tower has double pools, which was in Orise, for example,
Yeah.
2 infinity swimming pools. Orise specifically, it had 6,000 square meter of a podium.
I love Orise. I know
We're
the
not
product.
doing.
It's unbelievable.
We're not doing a simple pool with a couple of tables and the podium, and we call it amenities, and a small room in the building, which is a gym. No, yeah. You remember Saria,
Yeah.
300
300.
square meter of a gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not small.
Oh,
small
absolutely.
So all these details, they make big difference when it comes when the investor is taking his decision and moving forward with it.
And you're also targeting different, let's say, levels of investors because, as I'm aware, you guys have penthouses that are starting at 25 million dirhams, while your one bedroom starts usually at. Previously, it used to start between 2 to 2.5
I
million.
love the previously part.
Previously,
We'll talk about it.
we're
talk
gonna
about
get to that. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
very
we'll talk about-
this
we'll
is
talk
very
about.
exciting for me.
I
actually.
understand your concern.
But
I
like
understand.
you have also townhouses. There were a couple of townhouses in
Chalets
Orise.
in Orise.
Chalets, sorry.
They are coming
So-
back tomorrow.
Oh wow.
Surprise, surprise. But
So-
very limited number, yeah.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is that it's not just a tower. There's like a lot of different apartments and properties that are being sold to target a lot of different criterias.
Yeah, look, in every tower, it's not only about the apartments, which we're talking about the 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, but every tower has also a very limited number of signature units or signature penthouses, let's say, or signature duplexes. In Orise, we've got hand-picked numbers of duplexes in different corners of the tower. We've got 2 penthouses on Orise B, which are 2 floors, I mean. Orise Tower A, you've got 4 penthouses on the last floor. And what was revealed in Sensia, the latest launch, the last one, the Sky Mansion Palace.
Yeah.
That
was insane.
that's something new into Dubai's real estate market. Open spaces, if my memory is correct, the living room and the kitchen area of that Sky Mansion, like 17 meters.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a new product. It's sitting on the top, on the crown jewel of the tower. And we will keep launching in every tower these hand-picked numbers of unique duplexes, let's say, signature units, which cater also a different type of investors. These investors who care about having off-market properties.
Exactly. One of a kind. They stand out.
They stand out because you don't have
Unique.
competition. I
Yeah.
mean, in the whole project, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units.
Exactly.
So the moment you want to drop it to the market and you want to resell your unit, you're not being a competition.
Of course.
So I'm going to assume you're the deal maker for these units, and then your investor finalized one of them. So the property is in your hand, and then once the tower is ready, if your primary investor he wants to resell it, so you're just gonna sit there, advertise it, and pick up the phone call and get the proposals
Exactly.
and negotiate with
Pick
the
and
owner.
choose which one
Do
you
you
want."
accept this offer? He was like, no, I want higher price. And of course, there's a certain umbrella you have to follow, but there is not much competition where your neighbor will, your other investor primary, he will be like, I'll go lower price by 100,000 dirham just to sell it.
Just
and
to
then
sell it fast.
you have to call back your investor and tell him, hey, listen, the other one went 100,000, let's go down. So these units, they achieve a big capital appreciation.
Absolutely.
Big one.
Supply and demand, 100%. 100%.
That's the secret of real estate, right? Supply and demand.
Exactly.
This is luxury again, supply and demand.
Yes.
8-9 units per floor, that's luxury. That's supply and demand.
100%. So the location of the new project, which is being announced tomorrow. Now, it's not located next to all the others that were previously launched.
Yeah, it's the last tower basically on the
Exactly. Now, everybody in the market was anticipating that you would be announcing all the projects like in a row.
Yeah.
How come you just decided to switch to?
Well, but look, in the end of the day, it's a management decision. But I read this decision. It's a very smart decision. Today, the location is gaining a lot of attraction. We can't deny the fact that
1,000,000%.
The amount of demand which we are getting is unbelievable, which is a positive sign. Now we are launching the tip of the project, which has deep ocean views, which is the best location. It is more luxurious than the ones before, and tomorrow you will see what we are talking about. And basically, this tower is a state of art. From the name, you can understand the mural. So there is a lot of. Tomorrow is the day where real estate will meet art in a different way. Tomorrow is the day where we're gonna witness something new added to the Dubai's real estate market in a different way. Omniyat Group and Beyond Developments, we will unveil something very unique tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm honestly looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Now, the most important thing, and something that's a little bit unorthodox, let's talk about the pricing.
Yeah.
Okay, so when the first project was being launched, I remember the one bedroom was selling for 1.7.
We're talking about All Rise.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And then in Sensia, it went up to 2.1.
Yeah. Now starting 2.2, 2.3.
Exactly.
Correct.
And if we break that down, we see that, let's say with Sensia, the price per square foot was starting at 3,000 dirhams. Prior to that, it was 2,400 dirhams. And now the expected launch for the mural is between 3,600 up to 4,000.
Yeah.
So we're seeing 20 to 25% minimum increase every single month. Now, definitely,
it's crazy, right? So
100%.
Where are we going?
Exactly. This is the thing. So I understand it's good for investors because prior investors see, okay, I can see a strong appreciation. I know that it's good that I entered the market early with a low entry ticket and my money is increasing and I can see the appreciation live, which is great. But the question here lies, till when is this going to keep going?
Yeah. So All Rise started by 2,200 dirham per square foot. Of course, sunset views, low floor. And then you go sunset views, which have, by the way, amazing downtown views as well. And Burj Khalifa views from the corners up to 2,400, 500 dirham per square foot. The sunrise side, you're talking about 2,300, 400, up to 2,600, 700, 800 in some units. And then you go to Sensia, it started at 2,300, 400, 2,800 in the sunrise side. And you just mentioned 3,100, 200. And then you see the mural, which we announced at 3,600.
Starting 3,600. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like around
average 3,600.
That's $1,000 almost.
Every single tower has its own exclusivities. Right. Today you're launching at the tip of the island, which is the most prestigious plot on this project. I don't want to compare directly, but this tower deserves much more than that. I'll just have a quick comparison, although I don't like too much comparisons, but in the world of real estate, we need to understand numbers in the end of the day. We don't want to make decisions based on emotions that, okay, this is on the tip, this has sunset views, sunrise views. And having said that, every single tower we are launching on the project, you will be having beautiful sunset views, you'll be having beautiful sunrise, sea views, open ocean views. So in any real estate project or a community, basically, where a certain one developer is launching, the prices will increase in every launch.
Of course.
And the earlier you enter, the softer price per square foot you
100%.
get. And the more prestigious a plot you are getting in that community, the higher price per square foot that plot deserves. The more luxurious is that plot, the more higher your price per square foot is. There's many factors in every single plot, in every single project which is being launched. The mural is the iconic tower of the community. So
That's a statement.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let's have a look at it tomorrow.
Definitely. I'm coming down and I'm
It's
bringing my
positioned-
team, by the
I
way.
can't
I'm bringing
wait
you
to
a team of 15 to basically
Most
just be
welcome,
live
most
at
welcome.
that.
So, an iconic tower at the tip, a lot of water views all around you, and let's keep in our mind that your 400,000 square foot of a forest, which is on the island, is your backdrop.
Yeah.
So nothing's gonna be built behind you. You will always have these beautiful sunset views, the sunset sky. You will have the whole ocean view, and every
And the
single
forest view as well.
and the forest view, and then your walking steps from the cove, which is part of all this groundbreaking project.
That's
by the way.
amazing.
And all the 2 and 3 bedrooms are all with open ocean views. And I'll give you a scoop.
Okay.
I know this will be broadcasted tomorrow, maybe. I mean, the project will already be launched, but
All right.
this project has a sky collection at floors 31, 32, 33, and 34. These floors are having only 3 units of 3 bedrooms in every floor.
Wow.
And you've got a sky amenity at floor 31, overlooking the forest and the sunset side, with a sky bar, with a barbecue area, with jacuzzis and pools. Crème à la crème. So there is a lot of unique features in the mural.
Definitely.
The positioning of the tower is giving it a lot of open ocean views from every single angle, especially 2 and 3 bedrooms. As I said, all of them are on the ocean. And this brings me to the topic of every single tower we will launch, and that's a statement, is positioned at a certain angle, at a certain orientation, to allow maximum views from every single unit any investor is laying his or her hands on. And it's not out of a coincidence that these towers, I'm sure you have seen the mock-up,
Yeah.
they are not a straight line. You know, geometry says it all. They are on a curve standing to create certain spacing, and every tower is having a certain angular positioning, 45 degrees, 35, 25. We will see them one by one. Stay tuned, because the mural is not the last launch over there.
Definitely.
But
that is going to be the crown of the project,
well,
as you would call it personally.
if it's on the tip of the island and you're having all the beautiful views, and you're having your backdrop is a 400,000 square foot of a forest, then you can walk, you can go to the cove area with all the swimmable beaches.
Absolutely.
And the amenities are walking steps from your doorstep. So yeah, it's gonna be one of a kind. It's gonna be one of a kind.
And where does Beyond have future plans after Maritime City?
I can't talk about that now.
Okay,
I'll leave it to my higher
are
management
there,
to
but
talk about it.
Are there
But
plans of expansions?
we are not here just to launch 10 towers and go home. We've got
Obviously.
family to feed, right?
Obviously.
All right. And cost of living in Dubai is good.
Definitely.
All right, so
no,
we've
but
got
that's a great start.
Of course.
Now, I want to take your opinion. What do you think of Dubai Islands? Because a lot of people would say this is the only competitor in the market right now with Maritime City, just because they're both at the same development stage.
And they are sharing a certain location, which is
Exactly.
It's a big potential. Anything which is on the water will catch attention. Anything which is at its earlier stages, and this is a straight message to investors. Basically, you want to enter a real estate market, you want to do big capital appreciations, you have to search for these type of locations which are not developed yet, locations which are at the softest price per square foot. You don't want to enter a location which the prices already have matured, and then to invest in that location at a high price per square foot. So you need to hunt these locations. Whenever you are choosing an investment, you need to choose a location which is king. When your location is strong, then you can build on it. You can build your investments on it. And then you need to choose the developer you want to work with. And then you want to choose which project from that developer I want to involve my investment in. And then you want to choose which unit in that project suits my portfolio which I'm building.
Exactly.
And all these questions can be answered if you are dealing with the right broker. Now, coming back straightly to what you asked. What was the question?
What are your thoughts that investing in an island that has a mixed developers?
I know, I'm just joking.
Okay.
So, one of the points as an investor that you should focus on is your exit strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Paying money, purchasing a unit is easy. You can walk into any of the sales centers of all these developers and you tell them, I want this unit. They'll be more than happy to bring the contracts and sign it and do the payment, and boom, done deal.
Exactly.
However, let's fast forward 3 years, and then let's say for a reason or other, you want to sell that property.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have a property which is highly liquidable
And in demand.
and in demand. So a location which is mixed with different developers, and every developer is launching at a different price per square foot. So what's your exit strategy? At what price you want to exit? How you want to build your portfolio to your investor? All right, let's buy from developer X. He's launching in location, and you have developer A, B, C, D. Every project has different price per square foot.
Mm-hmm.
And then the theme of the location is not unified.
Exactly.
There is different themes, and there is different architectural designs. There is something, somebody is building high rise, somebody is building low rise, somebody is doing townhouses over there, somebody laid his hand on a beautiful plot over there, and he decided to build, I don't know, the tallest tower in I don't know where.
Luxury living. Let's just call it.
So too much mixing is not good.
Mm-hmm. True.
I don't want to mention other locations in Dubai, but
No, but there are plenty. There are plenty, and they're selling, and agents are literally just selling the hell out of those places.
let's talk about the exit strategy. And exit strategy is one of the most important points that is not being discussed when it comes to property selection for investors.
should
You need to know your exit strategy. You need to minimize your risks. There is risk in every single step you do.
100%.
But the successful investment is the one which has the lowest
Risk.
lowest risk in your decision. This is how your financial decisions have been taken. There is no decision without risks.
I agree with you 1,000,000%, because what I always do is try to understand from any investor, what is your exit strategy? Do you want to sell on handover? Do you want to keep it for a few years, rent it for like 3-4 years? Do you want to rent it and keep it as a cash cow? What is your plan? Because based on that,
Why
I can
you are
recommend
here,
the project. That makes sense. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Look, we have seen whenever a location is developed by a single developer, or a location which has a focus of one developer, any location which is developed in a certain position with a single developer, the appreciation is crazy.
Of course.
Because of the amenities, because of the lifestyle, because of a lot of factors.
And also the infrastructure, the town center, the
Thank you.
schools, the hospitals,
Thank you.
the roads, the
Thank you.
decoration, everything.
Thank you very much. You've said it all. So investing in a location which is controlled or under the influence of one developer who is doing the most of the work over there, and you are investing in their project, and the vision is clear and the plan is clear, the mock-up is there, you go, you see the project, you see the amenities, everything is shown in front of you. You want to know where you are putting which decision you are taking. You want to know where I'm putting my foot at.
100%.
I want to know what am I doing. I don't want to go and get something and invest in a unit without understanding what's the plot next to me is. I think this is, everybody knows about it. People talk about it. You don't want to know, you don't want to indulge yourself in a decision and then your views are blocked, which happened in many projects. I don't want to go there. So these are very important factors.
So Kegham, if I want to ask you a question, if you have right now $5 million,
Whoa.
where do you invest it?
Diversification is always key for success.
Good.
You never put all your eggs in one basket.
Good.
You never divert them into one kind of investment. Definitely real estate is king. No matter how many types of investments there is. I see recently people are crazy about Bitcoins. People are crazy about other types of investments.
But Dubai real estate market has shown more stability than cryptocurrency lately.
I mean,
and even the entire stock market.
I mean, look, investors who have done big profits
Yeah.
in cryptocurrency, what did they do with their profits?
They cashed out, they bought real estate properties. Thank you.
So in the end of the day, no matter what you do investment in luxury cars, you get some watches and then you sell them, you go for cryptocurrency. In the end of the day, once you sit on your couch and you think about the generation which you are responsible about, which are coming after you, whether it's your kids, your brother, whether it's your family you're taking care of, you need a house, you need a property.
Of course.
And this will never change. And look how lucky we are. We are working in an industry where we are helping investors and home buyers to find their properties, and we are offering them a piece of planet Earth, which I don't think there is a factory which is doing more earths, right?
None.
So the amount of land on planet Earth is limited, right? So we are offering these high-end investments. Real estate will and always be the number one location or the number one investment strategy that every single one of us thinks about it. Since you are a kid, once you are born, what did your parents tell you? When you grow up, get a house.
Exactly.
You know, so real estate.
So where? That's the question. You have
Where?
You have $5 million there. It's $5 million.
$5 million definitely.
Would you buy multiple units, for example, in Maritime City, in let's
I
say
would do
Blue Waters Island?
definitely Maritime City with beyond developments. Not because I am part of it, but I believe in it hardly. Definitely, I'll put a big chunk of that in our project.
So what do you think is the most profitable property type in Maritime City?
I'll talk about the property type generally, not only in Maritime City. I'll talk about Dubai all in all.
Okay.
If we had this conversation in 2017, I would tell you go for one beds. But
because it's the highest in demand.
now I do believe one beds are always under high demand, whether it's rentals, whether it's for purchasing or investing in it. However, we need to look into the future a bit. Post-COVID, demographics of Dubai has changed and will keep on changing. We are seeing now, I call it a migration of European families
True. Yeah.
into Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the high net worth individuals yet. I'm talking about families which are moving into Dubai because of the stability here, because of the safety in Dubai, because of the lifestyle, because of the beautiful amenities which the government is providing, because many factors. Zero tax, by the way.
Yeah.
So the demographics is changing. 2 bedrooms are very high demand, and they are moving a lot in the market. And if you follow the numbers and you follow the percentages, you will see how they changed and they increased dramatically post 2020 compared to before 2020.
True.
Yeah.
So you would definitely
I'll definitely
invest.
go with a couple of units of 2 bedrooms on the waterfront, especially in this new tower in the mural. I'll get 2 units of them. A unit will cost me around 5 million, 4.8, 4.9 with full ocean views. Today, if I want to lay my hands on a 2 bedroom in any waterfront destination in Dubai, I don't want to go to podium floors, which have car parking in my bag. I want to go to at least floor 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it is. You need at least 6.5, 7 million.
True.
And still, I'm not talking about the topic of the internal quality. I have heard a lot from investors who have units in these waterfronts.
Same
and
here.
they're not really happy with what was delivered.
It's not the best.
Although mega developers who have done it and the projects have appreciated amazingly. But I think there's a room to fix, to deliver something better than 100%. What was delivered. And this is how we, as a private developer, as Omniyat Group, we position ourselves. High quality, beautiful amenities. And the theme of the project is the greenery island, the tropical Mediterranean greenery island, the water bodies on the island. I won't be surprised if I see on that promenade all branded beach club restaurants operating there.
I have no doubt.
It's very easy to build towers, right?
100%.
But to build towers which are architecturally designed in a way that every single tower has a theme and different than the other one, with limited stock in every tower, in every floor, 6, 8, 9 units, and the whole island and the whole project, let's say, has the theme of having that greenery, parks and forests with all the amenities, the swimmable beaches, you name it. Any amenity you can think about is there. The DMC authority already is under the process of the hospital. The school is being built at the entrance of the island. You've got retail shops over there. You've got
there's also a marina there, right? There's a
the
marina for
Rashid
the boats
Marina,
and the yachts. Yeah.
Yeah, and there is more marinas are coming. So the sky is the limit when it comes to appreciation of waterfront properties. And the location itself is getting a lot of upgrades from the government, whether it's for the transportation, the infrastructure, the bridges, the metro station, etc. And this is not out of coincidence. This is because the location itself, it's one of the last waterfront locations which is connected to Dubai's downtown, DIFC, Sheikh Zayed Road. As a matter of fact, once we finish this, we can drive together to the location. And on your way back, you can take one of the bridges which is already operational, and it will drive you directly to Sheikh Zayed Road.
A beautiful, unique selling points that I find is that unlike all the other beachfront communities in Dubai, we are only 9 minutes away from downtown, while all the others are at least 20 to 30 minutes.
100%.
And no other location actually provides 100%. That, which is a great selling point.
And Dubai's downtown, Burj Khalifa downtown, this will always remain Dubai's iconic downtown.
No, I don't believe it's moving. It's
not moving.
Yeah.
I have learned something in my life that when something is brought to the market, that first product will always have a different positioning.
Definitely.
You know?
100%.
That's how I see it.
100%. Okay, now, if I was to ask you, based on your experience and based on what you see in the market, why do you think Beyond is the safest investment for investors in Dubai?
We are part of Omniyat Group. We have a beautiful plot. The project's location is amazing. It's waterfront, and we spoke a lot about the limitation of waterfronts. I do believe waterfront plots in Dubai are only 7.88% from whole Dubai's plots. And most of these plots are already developed. So what is remaining is very limited. So when it comes to real estate, location is very important. Why Beyond? Because Beyond is working on high-end quality projects, and quality is something very important when you want to take your decision.
Of course.
Number 3, supply and demand, which is the cornerstone of any real estate project or any investment decision. As I said earlier, the projects we are launching and releasing and revealing, they don't have 15-20 units per floor. And I do believe the payment plans which we have announced so far,
they're amazing. They're amazing.
What is
honestly, 50-50. Come on.
What is this? So we are telling the investor,
invest 50%. That's it.
Get your unit, put 50%, and then
mortgage
once the keys are in hand, you want to mortgage, you're most welcome.
You want to resell?
You can do that.
At that point, they can even make 100% capital appreciation if the property only appreciates by 35%.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It's honestly one of the best.
And last but not least, the sheer management of Beyond Developments are keen to deliver the best of the best. So the project is standing out, and I do believe we are buzzing a lot in the city.
Definitely.
Everybody's talking about
globally, it. Globally.
Everybody's talking about it, and you'll be surprised. If you visit the sales center on a daily basis, you will see us as sales team and my beautiful, amazing team members. We always have demand we're getting calls internationally from Central Europe, from UK, agents, brokers over there, getting in touch with us. What is this? We want to know more. They already have the demand from their investors. Investors who have experience in waterfront investments, whether in Dubai or in any city in the world, once they taste that profitability of the waterfront investments, they will always come back for more.
They'll never invest anywhere else. 100%.
It's so addictive, man.
I know.
It's so addictive.
Okay, now, one very important point before we wrap this up, and I think it's vital. From what I'm seeing in the market recently, a lot of agents, and of course the market is saturated with agents, leave alone that some of them are even uneducated about what they do and the projects they're selling. But let's leave that aside. Thank God there is a good percentage of people who know what they're doing. Now, most of these agents that I'm referring to, they don't even understand the project they're selling. They just bring the client, bring him to your sales office,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they expect you to do everything on
Yeah.
their behalf and sell them the project.
Why you're bringing this topic, man?
Because
Why you're bringing it?
I want investors to hear this. I want investors to know that we suffer from a problem where all these uneducated brokers, they just ruin everything for you. They ruin your plans, and that's why you end up not making a decision.
My job is to cater all my channel partners. Every single broker has a different way to work. However, what you are saying, I agree with you 100%. I call them Uber agents. I don't want to make any branding for Uber. They have enough branding, but I understand your pain. It's a fact in the market. They just call the investor, come, let's go and see, and they want the sales manager to do magic. And we are doing magic. We are converting a lot. However, I do really understand what you're talking about. So it's very essential to choose your broker, someone who understands the market, who has the ABC, who has the knowledge, who's got the certificate, who has a history in transactions. Ask about him, even if you are talking to someone. Do your due diligence. Every single authorized broker has his profile on the REST app. Go check how many transactions he has done. Ask about him. Go to his Instagram profile. Today, Instagram is our new CV in this world.
100%.
Check what's being happening. Ask about him with other developers. He's somebody or she's somebody you're taking decisions based on their advices. So you better make sure who's advising you.
Exactly.
As simple as that.
Exactly.
As simple as that.
And what would your advice be to the brokers in the market?
Which brokers you want me to advise?
The good ones.
The good ones.
The ones that actually
the good
are
ones, they don't need advice.
The
I
ones,
mean,
the
they
ones
know what
that
they
are
doing.
licensed.
Who am I to
the ones-
advise them? No, who am I to advise? I mean, I pay respect for them, for the amazing job they are doing. And for the new brokers or brokers who are hungry, please, education is key for success. You need to understand the numbers. You need to understand every single project, at least in the location you are working. What is the competition over there? Why project A and not project B? It's not about the marketing campaign, and then it's not about the hype, and then broadcasting, and then sending the brochure to your investor and telling him this is the best because I feel it's the best. You need to study. You need to understand. You need to prepare your file. You need to do your comparison. You need to show your investor why you are advising him in this unit, in that tower, not in this unit. You need to help him understand why this location, not that location. You need to help him understand why this developer, and to have the answers for these, you need to work on yourself. Lucky deals will always be there. Someday you're going to pick up a phone call and somebody is telling you, all right, I want this project. Let's go and finish it.
That's it. It happens.
It happens. It
But
happens
that's a
with every
bonus.
single one of
But
them.
that's a bonus. You shouldn't count on it.
But is this something you want to build your career on?
Definitely not.
Or whether you prefer having your name in the market, your legacy in the market, your connections in the market with the developers. You know how important it is
100%.
for brokers to have good connections in the developers in order to get units, in order to finalize the paperwork, etc. So all these are important factors. So my only
100%.
advice is be hungry to work, because if there is no passion, if you're not doing it with passion, if you're not doing it out of love, please, there's a lot of other type of work you can do. But if you want to build a legacy on it, if you want to have it as a career, there's a lot of due diligence which has to be prepared, a lot of studies, numbers, prepare profiles, and then talk to your investors.
Absolutely. And what support would we receive from your team?
From whole Beyond team, the support you will get is, I think we are doing amazing out of a kind support. I know from channel partners how hard it is to catch or to get in touch with sales managers in a high demand project. Literally, we are not sleeping.
I know.
Literally, I didn't see my family for 1.5 years.
Oh, wow.
Just in this Eid break, my sister came to town, so I saw her. Because there's a lot to be done. and we are proud of what we are doing. Every single one of us is going above and beyond what we should do, and we are doing it, and we are proud of what we are doing,
100%.
and we will keep that consistency, and the energy is there. We are so happy that and lucky and proud to be part of it.
The success is making all the noise, and trust me, the whole world can hear it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, we have been waiting for it. I was part of Beyond since Beyond was on paper. That was in March 2024.
Wow.
I've seen it all.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. It's been a year and
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I've seen it all. We have waited for it, and now we are doing it. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Mark my words.
I look forward to see what's coming.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
do you have anything to add?
Well, other than thanking you personally for this beautiful podcast,
it's not going to be the last
really,
one, I promise you.
Yeah, it's it's really good to get connected to individuals and friends and people in the market.
Absolutely.
Who look at this job as a career, doing it with passion. What I want to add is something very simple. It goes again to our channel partners and the broker community and the sales team at Beyond and in every single one working in this community. If you're not hungry here in your heart, if you don't have the passion, if you don't feel it, you won't reach very high levels. You won't do extraordinary things. Lucky deals will always come. If you don't believe in yourself and in the product you are presenting, and you don't know every single in and out of that project, then you will break at a point. As I said, education is very important. There's a lot of obstacles come on your way, but that top 1% of very successful people are the ones who overcome that obstacle. And consistency is key. You need to wake up every morning and look at that mirror. And this is what I do every day, literally. I woke up, I look at the mirror, and then I talk to myself. Consider me crazy? Say it.
No, not at all.
I look at myself and I say, you're the best, and you're gonna do it today. And no matter what you face today, you wanna overcome it because you have what it takes. Obstacles will always be there. Every day you will find something which is not the best case scenario, but to be a winner, it's all about the mindset. It's always
100%,
here.
100%.
Knowledge is power. Information is important. Mindset and a strong heart combined with a wise mind to take right decisions at the right time. And here you go. And I'll just give a small example. I'm a big fan of Formula One races.
Okay.
Just this weekend, I was watching the race back in Japan, and I'm a big fan of Max Verstappen as well.
Okay.
I know that's gonna create some comments here and there, but in the end of the day, I love that guy. This weekend he was racing with a handicapped car, let's say. Red Bull's car is not the best now recently after McLaren, what they did. But he went to Suzuka circuit to Japan. He didn't nag about that his car is not the best. He told his engineers on Friday and Saturday that I have problems, you need to fix it, and he's putting pressure on them. And then he came out on the qualifications yesterday, pole position, fastest lap in the history of that circuit.
Wow.
In Japan. Why? Because he has a heart. Because he was driving with passion. Because he put his soul in it. Because he believes in himself. And he knows there's problems in his car. We face problems every single day in our work, whatever we are working. But you need to overcome the obstacle and give it the best try. Absolutely. And let the best results come to you. And he didn't even do that. He won the race today.
Wow.
Put your passion in it. Put your heart in whatever you do. Do your steps correctly. Believe in yourself. And the sky is not the limit. As simple as that.
And that's really inspiring. I love it. I love it.